Oh. Okay, Morris is here this morning. And I come out with relief. When I had counting, they're all here. That couple days ago when Morris was missing was really rough on me. Come on, Tux. Come on. Come on. Good morning, Morris. Tux, come here, bud. Come here. Come here. Trick him. Trick him. Well, Tempest said we had 0.36 inches of rain yesterday. So it was more than nothing amount. Which is good. It's supposed to be sunny today. It's supposed to still be on the warm side. I'll take it. They're talking about this doom and gloom cold coming in for January, and I just don't want to hear it. I was out there walking with Stripey. I pulled leaves out of the forsythia. You know, I try to walk around the yard this time of year and pick a couple of, I'm just making sure there's not a possum in the doghouse. There's not. My head hit the wind chime. You know, try to pull leaves out of, like, the camellias and stuff as best as I can. You know, there's a lot to do. Some of it comes down on its own, and some of it really stays up there, stuck up there. So, like those two azaleas there really need help. Maybe I'll do those tomorrow. Instead of going out for one big push, I just go out and do a few a day, several a week, whatever I can find time to do. Stripe enjoyed walking down there with me. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, sweet pea. It's mid 60s out here.
Yep, it's nice.
It's nice. This may be the nicest day we have for 2 or 3 weeks until we break from the January, February winter time.
Yeah, we're going to go straight from winter to summer.
Probably. Anyway, it's too nice to let today be a ignore it kind of a day. Inside. Boring walk around the park picking up trash. We know that this thing's rooted in the ground. We're going to move it. We know we're going to have to cut it. I'd like to try to save it, but we'll see. The object is to get it off of there and plant it up there, and it either makes it or it doesn't make it. Because this Japanese maple is going there in one of my big pots, which my FedEx guy Brandon is delivering today. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the chickens have heard me. Hopefully they'll stay up there. Please stay up there. Stripe's coming down the hill. He was in the chair, but he's coming to see what his mama's up to. Marty's in the house. I accidentally terrorized him with the vacuum cleaner. If he comes to the door, I'll let him out. I've offered him to come out back outside, but he's like, nah, not leaving the safe spot for a few more minutes, Mom. Tux's bench is wet, and I have done all I can to push the water out of it, but at this point, he's going to have to lay on the blanket I set out there for him. I'm sure Don will be totally thrilled that we're washing a blanket because I let it get wet because Tux laid on it. Sorry, Donnie. Tux has to have a spot while we're working near him. See how Don's trying to get a lever. Is that what we're doing? Getting a lever underneath there?
No, I've sharpened took my belt sander and it sharpened the front edge of this old, this is the flattest shovel I've got. And it's also got a long nose.
You're hoping it'll cut it. You hit it and it'll cut it?
Hit it with hand. It's cutting it. There's no doubt.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull it out and then go to the other side. And I'm just going to kind of work my way around it.
Until it's loose enough.
Until it's loose. Well, obviously, somewhere there's going to be a bigger root. I don't know where that is. We'll find out when we get it up.
Okay. I asked Don if it would have been easier if I'd have just told him we could kill the tree. And he said, well, then I'd have had to get the GMC out and the chain out and the other stuff out, and really probably not. And to be clear, we're moving it for two reasons. One, it's on top of the septic tank field and it's not supposed to be. And two, it needs more sun. It's not doing what it needs. It's not doing much. I think it's a winter berry, and it's supposed to have lots of berries, and it never does. And it was not the beautiful tree I hoped it would be. And also, I'd like to say, when I stuck it there, it was one of those things I thought, well, we'll come back and move it. We'll do something with it. We'll put it someplace, and it just never happened. Yeah. It happens with a couple of things around the...
me.
Well,
I ain't a dirt person.
Well, it didn't start out this big. I think this has been here the whole time, since 13. I'm 13 or 14. Of course, all the big roots were on the other side.
That's correct.
But a couple of axe swings later, it's loose, huh?
That's right.
So how much root do you, I mean, I think it's going to be fine. I think we've got a lot of root.
It's going to be fine.
Worth digging a hole and trying to save it.
Worth digging a hole, and I hate digging holes.
Okay, good. I've mic'd Don up so you can hear him now. Right, I told Don I have to edit the way with the software I'm using. I have to turn him off and turn me on and turn me on and turn him off. So we need to have like a second's pause in between.
Right, so that she can switch between the two audio tracks. My track and her track from the camera.
That's right. So we're going to move it up the hill now, and Don's going to start digging.
I noticed that word, we are going to move it up the hill. I assume that's that mouse in my pocket, or the cats are going to help me.
I'm going to look pretty and keep you company.
It is way heavier than it looks. You know, it like rained yesterday, and now that 5-8 gallon tub is full of wet soil. So that sucker is heavy. I mean, I could pick it up, but I don't want to
carry it all the way up that hill.
60 pounds?
Oh, more than that. I'd say closer to 75, 80 pounds. I mean, it's that heavy. The tree's not small.
Right.
And, I mean, okay, 65 pounds.
But we do have to take it up the hill.
Yeah, way up the hill.
It's uphill. So did I pick the worst hole in the yard?
No, it's all right, kitten. It's just, there's no place there's not roots.
But it's a big hole.
And it's a big hole.
See, he's already got that tub filled up. We're going to have to go find something else to put dirt into.
Yeah.
We're getting close. You can see all the little things. Those are easily moved to other places in the yard. Since FedEx is bringing us the big pot, a few of those will go in the bottom underneath my really good dirt. Right?
That's right. Save me some money. All right. I think it's deep enough. I'll turn up the bottom a little bit.
Okay.
Now you'll have nice, rich, firm soil. I mean, soft soil to dig into. Yeah, well, I'm cutting the pot away. It's damaged from both the axe, my shovel, and the tree to the point where we can't really save it.
I agree. We would have if we could, but...
Well, because it was a nice big, that's like a 8-gallon, 5-gallon,
It's big.
gallon. I don't know what it is. It's big. We don't have that many of this size.
Yeah, if nothing else, we could have used it for dirt like we've used these other pots
Yeah, we
today,
could've.
but just not happening. It's
ain't
just,
gonna happen.
yep, it gave its life for the tree.
Yeah, well, the tree's been in that pot for 10 years. Hey.
Hey, so it was good. I took a few minutes at the house
Yeah, I got to listen to the woodpecker.
and enjoy JB's bench. For a few
Enjoy
minutes.
JB's bench, that's right.
Yeah, we want to make sure JB always sees Don getting to use it for a few minutes
Yeah.
whenever we're projecting in the front yard.
Yeah, this is definitely has come in handy.
Yes, it has. So Don's carried down both of the dogwood trees, and now we need to decide where. I was surprised on the tags to read that it likes more wet than dry soil. Like keep evenly moist, it says. They like more moisture than I had realized. So all I'm trying to say is down here is good because we're a little worried about the ginkgo tree. This you wouldn't maybe realize, but this area in here, first off, it doesn't get sun all day, and second off, it's near the creek bed, and it stays kind of wet. So first thing is to, Don just carried them. Now we're going to figure out the where part.
Here's the spot.
There's a spot for the pink one.
Yeah, the tall one, because we want it tall, because that way you can see a little bit coming down the driveway. That one, if we put this one here, it'd be a couple more years before it'd get as tall as this one.
Right.
So that one, it'll do what it'll do.
Yeah, I agree. And I didn't want to go more onto the hill because I know things on the hill, like over there more, they don't get enough water and they die. You can't keep things on the hill wet. It's here in the summertime, it's really hard.
The weeds don't even grow good up there.
Yeah, and I told Dawn to be prepared because at some point I'm going to get a shade-loving something, a ghost or reticulated or something, Japanese maple for this spot here. Again, as you're coming down the thing, down the driveway. I've got my hydrangea planted here in front of this stump. It looks like it's doing good. And we got this, whatever this is that grows here, this little, I guess it holds in the soil in the winter is mostly what it is. But I told Don I'm counting on these two not being anywhere near the problem of that other hole.
Yeah, sure, right.
How's it looking so far?
Encouraging.
Okay, he doesn't want to jinx himself is what it is. And here's where we've got the blood good Japanese maple is here. Hopefully that's going to do okay.
So it's a little shorter.
What do you mean?
When it was up here, it was a foot taller. It was a foot taller up here.
Yeah,
And now down here it's a foot shorter.
I agree. FedEx just came and brought the plant pot, but it wasn't Brandon. It wasn't our regular driver. He was a really nice guy, though, but I try to time my deliveries on days I think Brandon is delivering.
That's right.
Look at you go, Donnie. Go, Donnie, go. I went up to get my gloves, and then the FedEx guy came, and by the time I got back down here, you had it all ready to go.
That's right, that's me. No dilly-dallying around. Remember, when I get done with these plants, I'm done.
That's true. So, native button bush, which is here by the gnome home. It will fill in the whole area where I'm standing about my height. Likes it wet, likes it. Part shade is fine. A butterfly attractant. Native to North Carolina. A swampy thing. So there is the pink dogwood. Excuse me, the white dogwood. There's the pink dogwood. The ginkgo tree. And this other orange flag is sweet pepper bush. Another North Carolina native. And I forget what this one is. But I have it in my Google Drive photo album with documentation. I just can't remember what it is, but I put an orange flag there so I can't lose it. And I dug up a piece of forsythia because I am trying to keep it so we can walk through here. It's much easier walking through here than it is Over here is a little too, I can get down it, but up it is, you know, I just don't want to slip. There's just no reason. So I am definitely trying through there. The rhododendron, the Nishiki Japanese maple, the, oh, I can't pronounce it, but that purple leaf, tall, shrubby thing with frilly, spaghetti, fluttery looking flowers, Lorioptimum or something, that's over there. It's looking good. You can see the shadows are getting long. It's a little after 3 now, I think. Going on 4 maybe. Anyway, I bought another one of those maple leaf viburnums. It's just as it's been sitting here for a couple minutes. We're going to go plant that up in the side yard and hope this one makes it this time. It's the last one I planted up there. It flowered. It looked great. And then poof, it died. The deer didn't get it. It died. Whoa, baby.
I must have rocks in this bucket.
There are rocks in it. There's my pot. There's the new pot. The Japanese maple that was supposed to go in it. Yeah, you know, the dirt stirred up a little bit right now. What can we do about that, really? It'll fill back in with creeping Jenny, and, you know, in the spring when I plant the flowers there, it'll look less Spartan. Forget what this one's called, and the thing on the tag is not the pretty name. This one says Kurene Jishi. It has a really pretty name. And then over here, we planted these other 2 Japanese maples in these bronze pots I had picked up for cheap at Guardian Angel. And one of these is Celebration. It's the one on the right, which is a reticulated. And then the one on the left is Waterfall, a weeping. Very pretty. I think these are fine. It's twice as much dirt, winter, you know, insulation padding as what they had. And if we have a super cold night, we'll carry them in the garage. But otherwise, I've got the 2 barberries, one here and one down there that need to go somewhere. And that's not happening today. If you ever wondered what was underneath that swimming pool, that's what's underneath. Rocks, dirt, pots, yard stuff. So you're going to help me put this piece of forsythia in the ground? Here, let me say it better. Donnie, are you going to plant the forsythia for me?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't say we that time. I'm the one with the post hole diggers, though.
You are helping, though.
It seems so late, but it's only 4:30. Of course, we were outside for, I guess, longer than I thought we were going to be. It took a little longer. Don's taking me up to Harris Teeter. We played Pokemon at South Park. Just get out for a few minutes. If we're going to have dinner, I need something from the store.